Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 18 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 113, Biblical. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. So, here's my review for episode 18 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 113, Biblical. I liked that Tony asked Veronica if she could help plan her and Fangs' wedding. I thought that Veronica was the perfect person to plan the wedding. And I also thought it was nice that Archie was chosen to be Fang's best man. After everything that everyone has been through, a wedding was a really nice thing to have, but since Percival was still active, it was obvious that things weren't going to go well, especially since Percival was now causing plagues. So when Kevin was eavesdropping on Percival, I was hoping that he would do something. So it was a good first step when Kevin told Tony and Fangs that he was dropping the custody case. I didn't blame Cheryl when she said that they should kill Percival. I mean, that would solve the Percival problem. But it was also understandable that everyone else was against that, and they decided that Tony and Fangs shouldn't postpone their wedding, since a wedding would give everyone in the town hope. Also, when La Llorona showed up in the bunker while Jughead was sleeping, it made it clear that Jughead's stories are coming to life. And since his stories are about Riverdale, it seems like Riverdale and Rivervale are coming together. You could tell that Cheryl was upset when she told Heather that Tony asked her if she could officiate the wedding, even though Cheryl said yes. And when Cheryl told Heather that she was going to give Tony a wedding gift and kill Percival, it was a good gift since Percival ruined the food for Tony and Fangs' wedding. But it's clear that killing Percival isn't going to be easy, since he was able to survive and then set Nana Rose on fire. Also, when Jughead saw the hamburger from Pops in the bunker, it was obvious that he shouldn't eat it, especially since he had no idea where it came from. And Jughead knew that he shouldn't eat it, but he did anyway. So it was obvious that something weird was going on in the bunker. When Veronica was giving her speech, the way she reacted when she saw Betty and Archie kiss made me wonder if she was just sad since she didn't have anyone in her life like Betty and Archie have each other, or if she was starting to have feelings for Archie again. And that question seemed to be answered near the end of the episode. I did love Veronica's performance of the Ladies Who Lunch from the musical company, even though you could tell that everyone knew that there was something off with Veronica. So it was nice when Betty told Veronica that since Veronica didn't have a date to the wedding, she could go with her and Archie, even though Veronica turned the offer down. I was really happy when Kevin told Betty what he knew about Percival, and that he agreed to steal Percival's black book, but Percival caught him. But luckily, Percival didn't realize what Kevin was trying to do. I was also really proud of the workers on strike when Archie told them that they had to go to Percival and work out a deal, and they refused. But because of that, Percival cursed them and gave them boils, and in order to help them, Archie agreed to work for Percival. When Betty told Percival that he could put her in the stocks, it was bad since it made Percival realize that Kevin betrayed him. And it was even worse when Betty told everyone that Percival also wants Anthony. Obviously, Betty wasn't going to give Anthony to Percival, so I loved seeing Betty, Veronica, Cheryl, Heather, Tabitha, and Kevin come together to trap Percival in the stocks and then lock him in Veronica's vault. I loved that since Kevin helped Tony and Fangs, they invited him and Moose to the wedding. And even though I still want Tony and Cheryl to get back together, the wedding was really beautiful. But I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen since defeating Percival seemed too easy. And even though Percival was trapped in the stocks and locked in Veronica's vault, he was able to call Bugs to him and was able to escape and unfortunately suffocate Nana Rose. I was wondering what was going on with Jughead's stories, since they would disappear after La Llorona showed up in the bunker while Jughead was sleeping, and when the Cheryl from Riverdale stabbed Jughead in a dream. It was also weird when the hamburger from Pops showed up in the bunker. And then Jughead got a note in a bottle that told him to keep writing. I was wondering if the Jughead from Riverdale was trying to contact the Jughead in Riverdale. I mean, they're both currently in the bunkers of their respected universes. And I was right. But then the Riverdale Jughead died while the Riverdale Jughead just watched, even though he did look a little concerned. It seems like Veronica is starting to have feelings for Archie again, since she asked Tabitha who's endgame, Archie and Betty, or Archie and Veronica, since Tabitha can see the future. But before Tabitha could tell Veronica, Percival's last plague happened, and everyone at the wedding who was a firstborn died, including Archie, Tony, and Fangs. and only Betty, Veronica, Kevin, Moose, Tabitha, Cheryl, Heather, and Anthony were left. Even though Anthony is a firstborn, so that must mean that Percival has other plans for him. And Heather told everyone that she knows someone who could help. And that is Sabrina. Now, once Archie's alive again, I don't think Veronica's going to do anything to come between Betty and Archie. I think the only way I can see Archie and Veronica getting back together is if Archie and Betty broke up. I'm wondering how the death of the firstborn situation works exactly, since FP and Gladys had Jughead before they had Jellybean, so in that situation, Jughead would be the firstborn. But FP and Alice had Charles before Jughead was born, and Charles is Jughead's half-brother, so technically, Jughead is not a firstborn. One reason that might explain why Jughead died is in episode 12 of season 6, Tabitha told Jughead that his power is the most threatening to Percival, so Percival could have killed him to get him out of the way? Or it could have been a reaction to seeing another version of himself. If it's neither of those, then it looks like it might be a continuity error. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future Riverdale reviews or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.